Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. Wow, this is so pretty. So we are on the ship. We are going to our muster station and checking in. Then we're going to find somewhere to hang out until our room is ready. Getting on first has its pluses, doesn't it? They got $6 margaritas. We are on the ship, guys, and we got a little spot we set up just for waiting for our rooms to be ready. We're in the schooner bar. We are trying to get our internet and everything connected. We haven't even left port, but our phones immediately went into SOS. We are trying to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. We are excited. We're going to be on the ship for the next 7 days. We have only been on one other Royal Caribbean cruise, and that was Navigator. This is the Ovation of the Seas, and it's in a whole different class of ships. And the Ovation of the Seas is one of the Quantum class cruises with Royal Caribbean, and I think that's just a little bit above Navigator of the Seas. It's a lot bigger than Navigator. The first and only time we've been on Royal Caribbean, we had an inside cabin. It was a short cruise, and it wasn't bad, and you guys saw that video, but it wasn't bad for the short amount of time. But I could not have stayed in that room without a balcony for 7 days, but we got a balcony this time for sure, so I cannot wait to see that room. We'll talk to you guys in a minute. We're going to get a couple of drinks and get this cruise started. So Charles went to go get us a couple of drinks. Yeah, I'm super excited about this cruise. I've never been on a 7-day cruise, first time ever, and I am looking forward to exploring this ship. Even just getting on the ship, I can see it's much larger than the Navigator. And ever since we started on Royal Caribbean last year, I'm convinced I like Royal Caribbean better than Carnival. That's my preference. And I'm not saying that, everybody would like Royal Caribbean over Carnival, but I definitely do. I'm excited, y'all, yeah. Okay, cheers to our birthday anniversary cruise. Guys, this is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. So we were finally able to check into the room, and I'm going to give you guys a quick little tour of what our room for the next 7 days looks like. Immediately as I enter the room, I noticed there's plenty of room in here for Charles and I for 7 days. I was concerned that it would be kind of tight for all of our luggage and where to put things, but there was no shortage of storage in this room. The bathroom. Oh my God, I was so impressed with the bathroom. The shower was large and plenty of space to store things in there. We had a large countertop, nice size sink. Everything was just very spacious. This room had 2 large wardrobes and plenty of hangers for us to hang our clothes up, so that was not a problem at all. One thing I really loved about this, the workstation / vanity had plenty of plugs and USB ports, so it was not a shortage of those either. The room had 2 safes, one larger one and one smaller one. So if you needed to store something and secure it while you're on the cruise, they had that covered. Also, a coffee maker with coffee supplies, and you can get all the coffee supplies that you want if you ask your room attendant, and they will bring it right to you. This is the second wardrobe that I used, and it also had the smaller of the 2 safes inside, and below it had 2 full-size drawers. So again, you have plenty of room to store all of your clothes and everything while you're on the cruise. And the really nice thing about it is we had 2 large size luggage pieces, and they both slid comfortably right underneath the bed, so that was perfect. We didn't have to shove them in the wardrobe to take up space. They went right up underneath the bed. And speaking of the bed was very comfortable. It was large. We are not small people, so the bed fit us comfortably. It was perfect. The balcony also, nice size balcony, comfortable chairs, and yeah, it was just great. I really love the room on Royal Caribbean. So, and one thing about it is this is not the larger of the balcony suites. This is, I think, the smallest of them. So yeah, if this is the smallest, then I know that the other ones are probably just amazing. So as you see, we have set sail, so we are gone. Bye-bye, US for now. These things are enormous. These are the lifeboats. The maximum amount of people in these lifeboats is 267. That's a lot of people in there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well the current. Okay.
Now, if you know me, one of my favorite places is the casino. And if I'm on a cruise, I love going to the casino. We're at our first dinner at the fine dining restaurant. The first night of the cruise, we went over to the casino a little bit, and Charles won some money. We're having our fine dining first experience on Ovation overseas. One thing I could say is when you're on a cruise, you could never say you're hungry because there's no shortage of food.
Dreams! They often awaken us to what we need most.
Here it comes.
That's I'm assuming that's a little birthday cake. That is so cute. And they gave me a little pin. You guys see that? That's so sweet.
All right, everybody, once again, if I could kindly have your attention. This is
Maybe in a minute.
What I made yesterday.
Right outside of Wonderland is another little Japanese restaurant called Izumi, and they specialize in sushi. So if sushi is your thing, you might want to check out Izumi while you're on the cruise. So we lucked up and found somebody that was ordering a drink from the Bionic bar, and we got to just check it out and see how it worked. Super cool. That was the Bionic bar, and we got to see it make a Long Island iced tea. This is the section of the ship that has the little specialty shops and gift stores. In my opinion, handling all of your guest services issues or anything you need to handle with guest services, it's best to do it on port days when there's not a lot of people on the ship. Today we are in Cabo, and we decided that we weren't going to get off the ship early because it was very hot, and we were going to take this time and explore the ship since there were a lot of people that have left off already and the ship wasn't overcrowded. This was the first time we had ever gone up to the adults only section of the ship, so it was really nice actually. There was plenty of seating up there and the views were spectacular. Looking out into Cabo, I really couldn't wait to go out there and explore Cabo as well, but it was super hot, so we were gonna wait. Now, this is the prime time to get into the jacuzzis because obviously everybody's gone and there's only a few people up there. However, that's just not my thing. I don't get into public jacuzzis, but if it's your thing, this is the time to do it. Here's just a few of the activities that the ship offers. We're sitting in the 270 bar now. It is extremely hot here in Cabo, so we're going to be going off the ship shortly. This Ovation of the Seas so far has been fabulous. Day, Cabo, maybe a show, maybe a movie. We have so many options on this ship. I don't know if I mentioned, the Ovation of the Seas is here in LA just for the summer, and I believe this may be their last cruise before it goes back overseas. From what I heard, it has been a hit to have one of the Quantum class ships here. We are enjoying Royal Caribbean over the last cruises that we've taken with other companies, but I love Royal Caribbean. We'll definitely try some other cruise ships, of course. This is, I think for both of us, the longest cruise we've been on. It's only a 7-day cruise, so the one before this was a 5-day cruise, and that was really nice. But the 7-day, it's so nice because you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. You've got sea days where you could just relax and chill out. What I'm ultimately trying to do is build up to a 25-day cruise, and that one leaves from the West Coast and it goes through Hawaii and the Polynesian Islands and then on to Australia, Brisbane. That's the goal. I'm a little nervous about that long of a cruise, so I'm trying to take baby steps and move up to that. Even though we waited until later in the day to get off the ship, it was still extremely hot out there. So we just did a little sightseeing, got a couple souvenirs, and went and had something to eat, and we headed right back on the ship. Oh, it is, isn't it? Full water.
Sorry.
Or you love her speech.
Ship is huge. Nate was ready to die. I was like, you guys like, oh, they're so.
Oh yeah, David.
It's about time to say goodbye to Cabo. We are taking off in just a few minutes and heading out to sea. We'll be at sea for the rest of the day, and we'll have one more sea day, and then we'll be docking back in Los Angeles. So we decided to catch another show, and from our experience with the shows on this cruise, we needed to get there early because they do get packed quickly. This is the Love and Marriage show, and we saw it on our last cruise with Royal Caribbean, and it is hilarious.
To ask them some pretty spicy questions and find out truly just how well they know one another. And anyone that just recently got married, I'm going to ask you a series of 10 questions just to show that there's no animosity, you still love each other. First kiss when a little like this. I don't like this.
So I definitely had to edit the last part of that show because they got a little bit out of hand. But anyway, it was all in fun. We enjoyed it, and now we are going to check into the room for a little bit and head back out. Ooh.
Waiting on that one.
I was definitely waiting on this one. Last day of our cruise, and we are about to pack up. We will be off this ship first thing in the morning. We're gonna do a little bit more. We just finished at a show, the Love and Marriage show, and that was excellent. It was so funny. We're gonna handle our last minute ship things today and get a little bit of dinner this evening. Call it a night. We're gonna go to bed kind of early. Maybe hit the casino one more time, and then we will see you guys later. We did go and have dinner. We did not go to the casino, but we did go on the bumper cars because we didn't get to do it the whole cruise and could not wait to do it. It was pretty empty down there. It was not a long line, and we ended up doing it twice. It was so much fun. So that was the bumper cars, and my husband was after me.
I did. I got her.
That was fun.
I got her. I beat her up. Look at her hair. All over the place.
You want to do it again? Our cruise on Ovation of the Seas has been fabulous. We had a good time, and now we are about to get off the ship. We're here in LA and head home. So we will see you on the next one. I want a picture with him.
You know what? I was doing all that and it wasn't recording.
You quiet. Can you take a picture of me?
Happy anniversary, baby.
When is your anniversary?
September 2nd.
Okay.
Okay.